Welcome back, everyone, to Fuhrreich. And this time, we are going to be playing as the USSR. Now, in case you are wondering why we are not in January 1946, I'd highly suggest that you go ahead and take a look at my previous video on the Fuhrreich Soviet thing, in case you haven't, which explains the prelude to all of this. Anyway, I put up a poll and asked everyone what path I should choose. Technically, the path that had the most votes was Molotov, or Molotov if you want to speak Russian. So the national collectivist. However, I want to do Trotsky, so fuck you. So yeah, basically, I am going to take the emergency triumvirate path, which is, well, would be happening for both Molotov and Zinoviev, who is the person that we're gonna be playing with. Anyway, I think I'll be like coasting along these first few. And the economy recovers. These first few events of the game, and I'll be playing through them all, so that you can see, you know, how's it going. Afterwards, I'm gonna start to skip a lot. Oh, look, it's the Bears Colonial Expedition. Seems like they're trying to justify the imperialism, of course. Anyway, so yeah, here we get the event, Division of the Troika. I'm not going to read it because I've already done it in the other video. And what we're going to want to do is we want to assert the dominance of Grigory Zinoviev. And what that's going to do is that after a while, we're going to get the option of getting Trotsky. Now, of course, we have the Soviet Troika decision list. So yeah, we need to get over 80% congressional support, 50% military influence, and less than 75% corruption to proclaim Leon Trotsky the chairman. So this is start with 35% corruption, and we need 20% corruption to bribe politicians. Let's do that. And also gain corruption, appointing loyal officers. That's not that terrible. But I think I'm just going to increase my congressional support a lot, because I know that events will be switching things around. So getting that 80% congressional support right off the bat, I think sounds pretty good. Yeah, afterwards, yeah, we can pressure Congress for political support. That's going to lose us 10%, but we get 125 political power. That's not bad, but we also get corruption. So I guess the campaign against government corruption is going to be necessary after that. Anyway, end of the political chaos. Our political crisis finally ended as after a new government has taken over, but there's still a giant political divide between different factions. Okay, so yeah, obviously. Okay, so I guess I will do pressure Congress for political support as well. And with that 125 political power, we're going to do a campaign against corruption. And I guess with the extra political power, we can also do one more thing. We have 30% corruption. Let's do a public speech in Congress. So 85% congressional support. That is really nice. 25% military influence, so we're going to have to focus on the military influence in the future. Speaking of the military, we're going to... Oh, goddammit. That is annoying. Anyway, corruption is rising. Yeah, obviously. However, since we have the anti-corruption campaign, hashtag Xi Jinping, we are going to probably get rid of that. Yeah, I was going to say, anyway, speaking of the military... we are gonna need to get everyone on board. We're gonna need to get everyone organized So, yeah. Oh, actually, well, never mind. Right. Estonia is my friend. Or the Baltic SSR is my friend. So, yeah, here we go. Here, okay, national collectivism. He presents what? That is just incredible. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna continue researching as is the case. All right, we've got a bunch of divisions over here. Alrighty then, Trotsky's internationalism. Yes. Let's actually take all the cavalry away into their own little army. More cavalry. Because the cavalry is the only mobile type of division that we have right now. So that would not be too bad to have their own thing. Bukharin's opposition. Yeah, we've seen that before as well. Anyway, Batutin. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Trotsky and Zinoviev for a united front. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for. We can reveal ourselves as the true Trotskyists. Anyway, yeah, here comes the Chinese explosion. So yeah, after here, it is mostly kind of unknown territory for me. Unknown territory. I do not know what is going to happen now. So yeah, this is all unknown territory. Alright, you can do this. Where are you? Okay. What are you all about? Okay. Sure. Looks like I messed up. That's fine, though. Okay, everyone to Ukraine. Very good. Looks like we actually start with a relatively decent army. Like, it's not half bad. Compared to Kaiserreich Russia, where you just start with such a massive deficit of equipment. It's actually pretty good. And yeah, you start off with a lot of factories on that equipment. Actually, oh wow, a lot of factories. Very good. So our arms industry is not half bad. Very good. We are lacking in the military influence side of things, so lobby for military influence, I guess. Actually, with 15% military influence, there we go. Now we just need the political power to be up. We can proclaim Trotsky the chairman. That is, unless any bad things happen with our whatchamacallit. Alright, Mountain Republic. People, unless anything bad happens with our events, we should be fine. Mostly just fine. Of course, Andrei Velasov is a... Oh wait, is that the Republican front? Yeah, the Popular Front has been defeated. Oops. That annoying. That is annoying. Alrighty then. And then everyone here. Any divisions over here? Yeah, it's the 2 divisions in Moscow, but... Alright. Yeah, the Far East, I've been told, I've been spoiled, that apparently we're gonna get attacked over here by the Russian Republic, or sorry, the Russian state, Mikhail Tierichs. Oh boy, wait, the puppet government Japan's puppet government? Low amount of American influence. Allied Eastern Russian Commission. Oh, maybe it's the American proclaimed direct rule. The Russian state declares war on the Empire of Japan. Oh no, okay, maybe... Wait, no, he's taking expand recruitment. So while he is the Voyevode, will eventually be automatically bypassed and unlock other focuses. Okay, so re-establish the monarchy. We'll finally restore the monarchy again under Kirill I. The Russian state will be known as the Russian Empire. Okay. How interesting. Corruption is coming in our government. Okay, that's annoying. Oh, but we have 100%, and so we can proclaim Trotsky as the sole chairman of the USSR. After much debate within the Congress, a majority of delegates voted to inaugurate Leon Trotsky as the sole chairman of the Soviet Union, in effect terminating the troika that has been in effect for several months. Bukharin and Molotov were publicly seen congratulating Trotsky, but are rumored to have voted against his promotion. Long live socialism. So we get 100 political power again, and here he is, the revolutionary, minus 3% consumer goods factories. Why are you telling me that you can change this? We cannot remove this, so we're going to have unpopular conscription for a while. Alright, well, Premier Trotsky, here we go. So we've got all of this. Okay, oh wow! Okay, the great industrialization drive. Changes economy law to partial mobilization. Man, okay, so should we go for the economy first, or should we go for the political tree first? That was fast. Alright, Premier Trotsky plus 30. Militarization of labor. This will improve our industrialization. Okay, so this is going to improve the industrialization, most likely. Very good. Fight against the bureaucracy. Alliance with peasants. Dekulakization. Yes, I do like that. 5-year plans. Okay, construction speed plus 10%. Activates the mission 5-year plan. Okay, so we want to do that after our consumer goods situation is good. Gen Eco Call. What is Gen Eco Call? Probably Minister of the Economy, right? So we need to change Alexander Badanov, because he's giving us 12% consumer goods factories. We don't have any other socialist ministers. And this is not the best thing ever. Even though it's like pretty good, it's pretty bad because minus 50% recruitable population. Actually, we can survive that. A minus 0.10 political power gain. That also doesn't sound too bad. So eventually we can change that. Jen Hogg, head of government. So our head of government also is giving us consumer goods factories. Can we change the head of government? Apparently, but I mean, we probably should not be changing the head of government in any way. Because, you know, it's like royal play things. Moderate corruption, lacking industrialization, and unbalanced economy. When can we change the unbalanced economy? Right, by taking partial mobilization. So that's 20% consumer goods factories rather than 25% consumer goods factories. So that's an effective increase of 5%. First off, though, I'd say that we take everything that isn't the 5-year plans, and then we start to get the industrialization. So let's go. Premier Trotsky. Lev Trotsky has emerged victorious from the recent power struggle after Lenin's death. Trotsky promises to preserve Lenin's legacy by further focusing on foreign exportation of the revolution and a reduction of bureaucratic red tape. Good luck, Comrade Trotsky. Alright, very good. Policies of Leon Trotsky. So with the government stabilized, Leon Trotsky can finally start reforming the nation and improving the economy. If he would be successful in his endeavors, it is uncertain. So we can support art, fight against racism, strengthen democracy at work, end the conscription. Oh wow, we can just do that instantly? Okay. So the unpopular conscription is taking away our stability and war support. Okay, so end conscription, I guess, immediately. I mean, we... Okay, right now we're getting 2.50% of our monthly population. This is going to change it to volunteer only, so we're going to lose 1% of recruitable population, which is 1 million, which should be survivable. Breakneck industrialization. This will improve our industrialization. Furthering industrialization. That's going to be later. Revolution in Central Asia. The Soviet Union declares war on the Trans-Caspian government. Absorb the Mountain Republic. It declares war on the Mountain Republic. Okay, I guess we can also do foreign policy stuff. And honestly, the Mountain Republic has no troops. So, how many guys do you have? Oh, you are getting military manufacturers. Alright, so I'm going to wait for you. If after... Imaginism. Oh, okay. Imaginism is a poetic movement which advocates for poetry based on a series of arresting and unusual images. The biggest poets of the movement are Vadim Shershenevich, Ryurik Ivnev, Sergei Yesenin, who was obviously pretty damn famous, and Anatoly Mariengov. Imaginist poets are known for reading at cafes and on stages and drew public attention for the atmosphere of the literary scandal they created as well as their outstanding poetic talent. Corruption is on a steady decline. Okay, very good. So that is good. Corruption decline. I like that, which is going to give us consumer goods eventually. So yeah. Now what I want to do is I want to see waiting if he finishes. Oh wow. Okay, so now we have no corruption. Will you take? Oh god damn it. I would love for you to take the other military industry, so that we get another free military factory. I guess we just wait for you for 70 more days. What about the Trans-Caspian government? Okay, so you're also getting industry. Very nice. However, this is the final industry. Very good. So after you're finished, we can invade you. Nice. We're gonna militarize labor. Workers are not only important for the armaments industry, but for the military in general. We need to use soldiers who are enlisted in the army in the industry in peacetime. This makes sure that our country is sufficiently prepared for the next inevitable war between communism and capitalism. Alright. Speaking of that, cavalry. So, I'm going to make you into a new army group, get the cavalry in there, and get the... Wait, where are you? Right, you're the Far Eastern. You're Far Eastern people. So with the cavalry, we're going to have... I'm going to have half of the cavalry here. And the other half here. So that they can support both breakthroughs. Winter Expert doesn't sound that useful. Because these two are going to be the first wars that we fight. More Winter Expert nonsense. Alright. As a Field Marshal, I'm going to get Tukhachevsky. Because he's the best. Actually, I mean, this is not like the best army ever. So I guess we can just take Grigory Kulik. Yeah, we don't really have that many good Field Marshals. Other than Tukhachevsky. Unyielding Defender. That ain't bad. Counterattack tactics. No, we don't have command power. Oops. That is bad. Yeah, wait until he finishes that so that we can actually fight them. What about your... Okay, so you have troops, but just not that many of them. Alrighty then. Construction, very good. Let's take construction 2 so that we are able to further industrialize. Now, weekly stability minus 50%. We have a bunch of stability. We have a bunch of stability, so perhaps breakneck industrialization doesn't sound all that bad. Let's do one breakneck industrialization. Actually, for how many days? Okay, so 180 days. So that's how many weeks? 740. 40 days is like what? 7 plus 5, that's 6 weeks, so that's 16 weeks. Okay, so that's only 8% stability. That's fine, that is gonna work. London stock market crash. Ha ha ha. Thankfully, we are not connected with this evil capitalist economy. So we do not particularly care. Do not particularly care. Alright, industrial networks is about to be finished for them. I hope that the next thing that they take is the new military industry, so that we can, you know, destroy them. Militarization of labor. Alright. Fight against bureaucracy. Not a bad thing. You're gonna get that. Okay, are you done? Almost. Just a few more days. 5 days left, 4 days left, 3 days left. Very good. So once you get that free factory, we're going to declare war on them. Very nice. We can modify our government. We're gonna think about that later on. Revolution in Central Asia. Ever since the Civil War ended 2 decades ago, Central Asia has been ruled by authoritarian and backward regimes. People live in absolute poverty while subjected to the absolute rules of their dictators. It is time we show this rural region the fruits of socialism. Alright. Very good. Oh, that's going to declare war in 30 days. Alright, very good. You are getting military industry. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we're also going to declare war on you. However, with you, we're going to make sure that we do not actually kill you before you finish the military industry focus. Oh, here comes a bunch of civil warring, so that we get extra factories from your absorption. 4, 4, 2, 6. So we're gonna get 6 military factories and 10 civilian factories, which is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, especially for the civilian factories. All right. So what's going on right now is that the Hamburg Commune has risen up. Those crazy Strasserist people. Those crazy Strasserist people. In terms of everything else, we have civil war in Brazil, but that's always confusing AF. And there we go. So we declare war on the Trans-Caspian government. So what we're going to do is just make everything great. Alright, so that's where their army actually is. So we can advance everywhere else pretty much with impunity. Great. And in a bit, we're going to get the war declaration on... Oh, Long wins the presidency of the United States. Huey Long, the Democratic Party. Huey Long, every man a king. Major famine. With our decision to go to war while having problems supplying our people with food has caused a major famine. Ooh. Oh shit. Minus 50% stability? Are you insane? Okay, food supply issue. Wow. Whatever. That's not good. Not at all. That was not worth it. Because we're gonna eat a lot of issues with our supplies because of this. Because of the stability. Wow, look at that. 7% stability. Are you insane? Yeah, and now we need to wait for you to finish that. finish that focus. So you get a free military factory. Alright, more military factories. Very good, very good. Do not care about food, we care about guns to kill the capitalists. Alright, decolonization. Yeah, let's improve the food situation. Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a very good idea right about now. KMT government and Guanxi clique did a white peace. Oh, okay. So it looks like the KMT government kinda came on top, but Guominjun clique, the National Revolutionary Army, and the Guanxi clique are still around. So they basically were only able to retake Guangdong, while everywhere else has broken off. Bad for them. Insulindia declared war on the British Indies. So here's the Insulindian uprising, which is pretty much, it seems, it's pretty similar to the one in Kaiserreich, actually. Very similar to the one in Kaiserreich, except they don't have the, like, they don't actually have the Islamist path. Like, they've got the socialist one, they've got the authoritarian democracy one, and they've got the conservative one. Like, it's called the Islamic democracy, but it doesn't actually have the extra, like, authoritarian Islamist path. So, yeah, there he goes. Oh, okay, right. So, whoa, hold on. Okay. The Transcaspians are being weird. Really weird. So let's just take their land and their womans. Because we do not like the way that they go about. Alright, Tashkent has been secured. Very nice. Alright, so the Transcaspians are about to be completely destroyed. See if we can, like, actually destroy them without really fighting. Yeah, okay, very good. So food situation is improving because of colonization. How great. Now let's see if... Okay, are you finished with that? Yeah, you are. Very good. So now we take you down. Should be relatively easy. So once we take your capital, you should be pretty much dead. Very good. Mountain Republic absorbed. Now, important thing is, okay, so the occupation of Turkestan. Let us maintain the military occupation. Hopefully, eventually, we're going to. We're going to just simply get these cores. Same with the... Okay, so the Mountain Republic is our core state. Very good. Apparently, though, Turkestan isn't. Anyway, that's not good. Purge descent. That... Alliance with the peasants. Improve industrialization. Yeah, I think we should try to get as much improved food situation as possible. So now we're going to do the Great Industrialization Drive. Okay, so Kickstart Industrialization. What else can we do? Now, we don't have any We don't have any more people that we can take over because we are not industrialized. We shall... Are we? No, we're not actually getting any of this. Stability. Yeah, because of stability, we're having some serious issues. First, light and heavy industries. Our efforts of building up a light and heavy industry are successful. Every week we have new enterprises producing more and more daily. While we are still far away from our goals, we are laying the important groundwork for the completion of them. Okay, so Cosmic Voyage released in Soviet cinemas. Vasily Zhuravlov's new masterpiece, Cosmic Voyage, had its premiere today, with thousands of people going to watch the movie on the first day. The science fiction movie is set in the year 1946, in which the Soviet space program is having some problems. Professor Karin demonstrates his concurrent, Professor Sedich, denounces for being too old and mentally unstable. However, Professor Sedich and his assistant Marina disregard Professor Karin's critiques and make a successful landing on the moon, where unfortunately some problems occurred, threatening the lives of the first 2 people on the moon. Luckily, they managed to survive, and the cosmonauts were able to return to Moscow. Alright. That's great. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this first episode. You kind of get the jibs and vibes. I think I'm going to continue with this kind of format for like 1 or 2 more videos while we continue to industrialize the Soviet Union. And then after that, we are going to... We are gonna stop just recording everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut things out a little bit. But yeah, definitely goals for the next few episodes is industrializing, so that eventually we can bring socialism to first our nearby people, such as Azerbaijan and Ukraine, because, you know, securing Azerbaijani oil, that's very nice. Socialism in Ukraine, that is very nice. So getting all of that is good. Maybe Georgia also should be. Yeah, Georgia's... Okay, they're mending the schism. We might have to bring them true socialism. And, you know, flood down into the Middle East. So yeah, anyway, I do want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed. I will see you soon, and we're gonna see what happens.